if you're seeing that, you go for a money exchange in the airport, okay, you start changing your foreign exchange, correct? So in that process also IATA plays a major role. Now, what is the aims of it? So that were the functions, that were the activities which is performed by IATA. Now let's quickly see what are the aims that IATA is having. So IATA is having a set of aims. Okay, I can't mention everything in the PPT. So these are some of the main points which IATA is processing on. So first and foremost is the safe, regular economic transport. So it should benefit the people also. It should benefit the passenger also. It should benefit the airline also. So both of them should be benefited. For a customer, how is it benefited? That is, he is traveling on time. His journey is hassle free. He can eat, drink, sleep, reach his place calmly. How is it benefiting the airline? They are getting business. So that's how they don't want to create any such problems in between the customers and the airline, because whatever the problem is concerned with, any such sort of serious issues will be taken care of, should be reported to the IATA. So they want a safe, regular and economic transport which will benefit both the customers and the airline. Now, point number 2, it provides means for collaboration among air transport enterprise engaged directly or indirectly. Now, if you see any air transportation, now let's say my airline and I have another airline too, and I have a clash between these two. Even if I'm a competitors, now if you see, many competitors are there in the airport, but they never used to they were never used to find out in my this is that one, I will fly on time. No. Whereas certain airlines, there is an internal rivalry happening. Yeah. So in that case, those kinds of things would again be managed by IATA. Okay. To cooperate with the International Civil Aviation Organization, so this is the head of IATA, that is the ICAO, and all the international organizations, whatever is dealing with the aviation, will be coming under IATA. Now, as I said, FAA, CAA, NAA, all these comes under IATA. IATA comes under ICAO. So ICAO is the head. Okay. Now, so whatever things comes to IATA should be reporting into the ICAO. So that is how the hierarchy goes. Now, functions of the IATA is, it acts as the protector. As always said, it always stands for the airline. Okay, the major focus of IATA is airlines. Okay, it is not that they merely focus on customers. No, if the airline stands good, that's how your company comes up. If your staff is good, your boss is also good. So in a way, indirectly they are focusing on the passengers, but the major intentions of IATA is to make a settled up airline. Okay, and fares, they create fares, they approve the travel agent. So wherever, if you go to book a ticket, you have seen people asking them, are you IATA approved? Okay, so as in the fares will also come deferred if it's an IATA approved agency. So all these kinds of things is done by the IATA. So one is protector of the airline, it approves the travel agency. It gives journals in the sense, it has certain manuals. For the dangerous good, it has manual. For passenger with mobility, it is having a manual. So it produces manuals for each and every section. And
Excuse me, ma'am. Journals and manuals in the sense.
Journals and manuals. Okay, manuals in the sense, it's a set of documents. As in, now, for example, let's say dangerous goods. Okay, how you are going to handle the dangerous good in the aircraft, how the packing for a toxic substance comes, how the packing for a let's say the corrosive comes. Okay, how the packing for a perishable substances comes. So you have a set of 9 classes for the dangerous good. So for each and every sections or each and every groups, how the packing comes, within what time it needs to be reached to the destination. So what and all. Now we all know they also take up the human remains is the dead bodies is carried through aircrafts, right? So how you need to be packing in the dead body in the coffin, so how within how many hours or within how many time it needs to be reached the destination. So all these things would be given in a set of book. It is a hard copy book. Okay, that is called as manual or a journal. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it publishes everything. Okay, it publishes all your all these kinds of rules, regulations, procedures for let's say travel agency, tour operators, airline. So the IATA mainly focuses on these people. Okay, now it binds the members with one spirit. Now if you say um, these all are interconnected. Now if you say travel agency are connected with tour operators are connected with the airlines. Now, if you see travel agency books the ticket for the airlines, right? Tour operators are those operators who arrange, trips for you. So these kinds of all these three are interrelated, okay, interconnected. So this IATA is the main organization which comes into roles to bind these three together. Okay. Now, the next one would be they are all computerized. So everything goes on the CRS system, which is computerized reservation system. So there is nothing manual for the IATA. Everything is computerized. So there is no mistakes happening on their procedures or policies. Now, how is the performance of the IATA? The performance of IATA has been grown up so much that we can, looking at the aviation industry only, we will come to know. So it has a great reputation around the world. Excuse me. So I'm sorry. So they also have a large group of members, okay, joining them day by day. So as I told before, they just had, when they started up, they just had a group of 53. Now they have come up to 150. So it is like increasing day by day. They have started certain agencies around the globe. So everything can't be reached directly to Canada, right? So, they have started a small set of offices in certain countries. Then it also trains the students on airline ticketing. So if at all you want to take up an IATA course, so you might have seen IATA course is there. IATA is offering that course. IATA is offering this course. So IATA will train on airline ticketing. They train on cargo management, any vital operations. Now let's say I told you cargo operations comes entirely for your goods, how to transfer your goods, in what way you need to transfer, all these things is taken given training is given to you guys. Airline ticketing is also done, how the reservation should happen, how you book for one passenger, how you book for 30 passengers. So that is also been done. Check-in also they do, how you need to check in, what sorts of baggage you need to be checking in, what sorts of baggage you shouldn't be checking in. So all these kinds of things would be training would be given. So these all consist of certificates too, which is actually given by the IATA. Now, this is the introduction for the IATA. Is there any doubt in this? Is there any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, let's wipe up this. If you have any doubt coming in your mind related to IATA,
No, ma'am.
okay. So I need to be moving on to the next slide then. So that's all clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's nice. So I again have a PPT on IATA. So this is if I say it is a summary of that. So I have put up the major points which need to be just a we'll quickly go to that slide also. So it would be a summarization for you guys. Visible?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now it's.
Visible?
Yes, ma'am. Now.
Okay, quickly moving on. I will quickly go through the slide because it's the same slide, whatever I told you. So it was founded in 1945. So I have just put up the main points. So I'll quickly, if anything is there to explain or if anything you need to know, please stop me then and there and ask me. Okay. So it is founded in 1945. It's a travel agency communities which is having around 90,000 offices around the globe. Okay. Now, this plays a vital role in airline production. So, whatever I told you, it is majorly focusing on the airline. Now, what is the mission? Is that it is represent, lead, and serve the airline industry. Okay, so this is the major organization which serve the airline industry in general. Okay, it represents the airline industry. It also leads the airline industry. So, if any concerns of to the airline needs to be proceeded to the IATA. Now, how many airlines is a part of this? 265 airlines is actually the member of it. 83% of the global air transport is being taken care by of the IATA. Then 1,300 employees worldwide. Now it has been increased to 1,500 employees. Okay, day by day there is an increment as the aviation industry is growing. Now the vision of the IATA is the, as I already told you, safe and secure, and profitable way of traveling to the passengers and development, economic development to the airline too. So you can either write this thing or the vision of that other slide also. It's all the same. I've just paraphrased it. That's it. Okay. Now, so it connects world cities. I already told you it's a world round one and connecting around 50,000 routes. How many passengers have flies every day is around 3.3 billion of them, and freight is your cargo. Okay, so don't get confused. So your cargo is around 6.8 trillion dollars every day moving. Okay, generates 58.1 million. Okay, so direct employees is 8.7 million in IATA. Your economic footprint is that the growth, okay, the GDP, whatever is coming day by day is given in that. Now, what is the demand for this? If you'll have to check for the demand in the growth of the IATA company, then you need to be going to this website. That's just a normal thing I have put up in there, so that out of the box, if you want to know something out of the box, you can read that. Now this is the demand of the air travel. Okay, you can see in 2014 is very less, but if you compare in 2034, this is the futuristic plan which they have. 2034 they would be having around 8.5 increment. Okay, so they are expected to create a bang on next 20 years. So they have a futuristic view of how to develop the air travel. So that is what the thing is. Now it's a this you can see where which are the major travelers, okay, in the market, and which are the major less travelers in the market. So India is still developing up. It's still coming up. Mm, Okay, now if you will have, I will send you this slides. This is just like I have divided it. So TC1, TC2, TC3, I told you, right? So Asia Pacific Aviation, these are the thing what is there in the Asia. So it is just for your knowledge, okay? But please to read this because it is important, okay? So there is nothing to explain in it. That's the reason I'm just telling you. I told you there are three regions, right? North America. See, I've mentioned here North America, Europe, Latin America, Africa, Asia Pacific, Middle East. So all this consists of certain passengers traveling and certain what do you say, cargo which has been processed from them. So that is what is given in North America. 431 millions has been passengers are traveling. 2.2% is for cargo. So that is how the graph you're reading. So you just go through it because that's the explanation also given. This is a set of graphs which is I have been divided into the areas. So just go through it. Okay, it's the same summary of whatever I have told you now. Okay, so all is the graph. Lot of things is graphs only in this. So I will send you this PPT. So once you would be able to see that. Now, moving on quickly to the next topic. Okay, I'll try to show you a video which the IATA is, planning to bring up. It's not planning to bring up. They have already brought it up. Um, so let's see. I don't know why it's not playing. So your mind would be refreshed again. Looking at the PPT, you would be tired.